Hello, it's Shane from Kaneva. I'm just here making a quick tutorial video to show some basic import rules, I would like to call them. So the first one being that when you make an object, if the object has volume, as in if it is 3D, has a height, width and depth, the object will by default be collidable in Kaneva. In Kaneva, collidable means it is, you can run against it and not through it. So I've made a shape, I'm just going to export it real quick. So export 3D model and export it as 3D shape demo. Export. And I'm just going to drag that shape that I just exported into Kaneva. 3D model. 8 foot and next. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got my shape, and if I run against it with my avatar, you'll see I just hit against it as a wall. It stops me. Now if you were making a door, then that's not what you would want. You would want to be able to run through the door. Okay, so I can run against this. Now you can get around that by simply just dragging it into Kaneva, 3D model, setting your size, then coming to this collisions on visual, and if I just turn the collisions off on the object that I'm importing, make sure that turned off. Yep, so it's unchecked now. So next step, as you can see, got the same shape, but this time when I run against it, I go straight through, and that's what it means if you turn collisions off. The problem with that is that if I click, you see I'm clicking and I can't select the shape. Like if I click that, I select it, but if I click this shape, nothing happens. So that's how turning collisions off on a 3D shape works. By default it has collisions, as in you can run against it. By turning collisions off, you also turn the ability to click the object off. Now, that being said, if I go into SketchUp and I take away the volume, so see this area here, if I take away all the back so that it's now just a 2D shape, and I export that, shape demo, and I drag that one into Kaneva, says 3D model, 8 foot, and you'll see right here the collisions are still turned on. Okay, so next step, it tells me this little warning basically is saying that your shape has no volume, it's just 2D. It says that you shouldn't, but just ignore it. I always ignore it. So as you can see, I've got my shape right here, and when I run against it, I go straight through. Now remember, this has got collisions, so a 2D shape by default has no collisions. You can run straight through. But in this case, even though I can run straight through it, I can still click it. As you can see, I'm able to select it. Now I'm going to show you a little trick to use this basic principle. 3D shapes have collisions, 2D shapes don't have collisions, to use to make yourself a 3D door that you can run through but also be able to click. Okay, so go back into SketchUp and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to unhide the door that I've got hidden. So I made a door before I started recording. Okay, so my door here is 3D, you can see it. It has volume, it has height, width and depth, so 3D shape. So when I put this in Kaneva, it would not be non-collidable. So file, export 3D model, door, 3D demo. Okay, so if I now drag that one into Kaneva, next step, you will see that because it's 3D, I run against it and I can't go through. Now, that can be solved by simply dragging it in again, 3D model, and turning off collisions on everything. Okay, so now I can't collide with the door. Make it 8 foot again, so next step. As you can see, I can't run through it, so can't run through it, but right here I can. Kinda messed up there, but yeah, you can run through this one, but you can't run through this one. Okay, so that's the difference. The only problem being is that I can't click this door. Now I'm going to show you how to combine this and this to make it so that your door can be ran through and also clicked. So all you have to do is, when you're in SketchUp and you've finished making your door, you want it to be the last thing you do just to simplify things for you. So the last thing you do before exporting your door is you draw a 2D shape. So whatever size your door is, just draw a 2D shape the same size. For some reason it doesn't want to draw that shape. Here we go. And my door is 4 by 8, so 4 by 8 door. And then import a transparent texture onto it. Import clear texture. Okay, so I just imported that onto there. Put it on both sides, that means it can be clicked from either end of the door. And then make it a group. Then what you do with this group is you move it to the center of your door, and to do that simply grab one of the corners and put it in the center of the door, and that now has a panel inside the door. So when I export this file, export desktop random models tutorial, when I export that, if I say 3D door with 2D panel and export that, then when I'm in Kaneva, I can use this one here to drag in. I can go to 3D model, set my size, then select select collisions, and just turn everything off, so everything's off. And then the very last one in the bottom of the list, turn that back on, because that's the last thing I made, which means it's the last group on the list, and that must be my panel. Okay, so this is my 2D panel, everything else is turned off. So now when I click next step, you will be able to run through the door. As you can see, you can run straight through, but unlike this door, which you can also run through, you can select this door. Can't select, select, can't select, select. And what that allows you to do is just simply move it around whenever you want to with it. It just makes your life easier, or you could attach a script to it when the door is clicked. But even then, it's just a better way of doing it, to have a panel inside. So that's how you would make a 3D door that is non-collidable but also clickable. Goodbye guys.